back again. We are back again. Last time you saw, basically, I was trying to get me the Giga down, and finally get him down. Basically, the trick with him is to use the shock darts, obviously, because they're superior to anything else. And also, when you do get in there, you aim for the head. Always aim for the head. So, let me go check on my dinos right over here. Lag is real today. Since they changed it to the 8-hour imprint instead of 4-hour imprint, it's a blessing. No idea. I'm even thinking of like doing it when I go to work. Just start hatching some eggs and just going at it. I'm just gonna have to get more kibble and such like that. But start doing all that because I got a lot of eggs. I want to. These not even all of them. I got way more in the island too that we need to bring over and do that. So, but yeah. The trick about the Giga is that his spawn's pretty close. It sounds like not a lot because it's about about 1/8 of a mile, 1/4 of a mile from the base, but it's constantly spawning, and it can spawn from the west or the east. So you gotta do two things: do not ignore. That's the one thing you don't do. You do not ignore it. You either trap it to kill it, or if it's a low one, or trap it to tame it if it's a decent one. And I say decent, anything over level 100 will give over 100%, usually 9 times out of 10, usually over 120 or so percent damage, which is at least what you want. You don't want to get the low ones. The low ones are ridiculous. I mean, we're talking about sometimes 20%, 30% damage from the original. So we're talking about a massive nerf. So, but yeah, either way, you have to make sure you take care of either you do it or you don't. I mean, either you do it to tame or you do it to kill. Especially when you are raising babies, because you're out there constantly getting food. And like, if you would have seen the video, if I would have been recording earlier when that happened to me, I literally was attacking a Bronto. And I said, man, I know because it was dark. I said, I know something's gonna happen here. I mean, I just feel it. I haven't seen a Giga in about a week. It's gonna happen. And sure enough, I get nipped in the back. They spawn a Giga no less than 50 feet behind me, and he nipped me. Right as I was killing a Bronto in the woods right around the spawn location. So he was spawned. I swear the developers are just looking at it like the GMs are just looking at it, yeah, while he got his back turned, let me go ahead and just drop one in here and see what happens. So luckily I was already on alert because I know I hadn't seen one, so I flew out, but he did get me, but I did flew out, and then I prepared. Alright, let's go see. Let me see the update. They're doing good here. They're doing really good. Guess I gotta feed it the kibble. I forgot to look at the time. Not major fail because you could always calculate it. Once you look at Dodo Dex, you calculate each kibble it tells you to have. It's 80 how you call it, 80 food. So hold on, because the other character froze. I have my dragon over there with the other character. Let's get it back in there. Hope nothing attacked it, because that's what I was having. Watch it or lose a dragon. Let's see. Anyways, logging it back in. Make sure I whistled passive, because obviously that little the negative sign to do the little wave at the end of the beginning was also aggressive. So yeah, that would be bad. We don't want anything to attack the base from the outside, and it decided that everything was an attack. Well, my wyvern's still fine. Nothing seems to be attacking it. Lord have mercy. The joys of having a lower computer, at least for my second count. All right, 2810. when his food gets to 2810. So like I was saying, even though you might not have looked at the time, you could always look at the Dodex and it tells you, hey, you know, you got 20 kibble. It says take 20 kibble for that certain one, and you can always multiply that times 80, and it gives you the amount of food that it would have to reduce from its pool before you could do it. So at this point, it was basically 1360. It was 17 kibble that you needed, and it's pretty exact. 17 kibble times 80 would give you 1360 minus a 4170 would give you feed it at 2810. So you know, don't fret if you don't know what the time is. You could always calculate. It's not like, oh, you know, it's over. And that way, at least you can still, how you call it? You can still starve team, which is always recommended, just in case anything happens. Anything would have attacked right now or anything like that, it would have been okay. At least, you know, yeah, you would have lost the taming of the Giga, but you would have also not have, you know, you would not have lost your kibble. You would not have lost your pets or anything. So it's always good to just start thing. That way, when you know you're ready, everything's clear, you put it in there, blah blah blah, and it's tamed. No issues. So yeah. So very soon we'll have it now. Now the decision is if I want to keep one. Because I've had 5 or 6 gigas already here on that I picked up. Literally, cause that's how much they spawn. They spawn a crap load. Hold on, let me move the other character. This will suck when you're by yourself, man. I got 2 characters just to be able to do these moments when you have to, you know, basically park one out to keep it in the location, so you can see how, like, you know, like if you have to feed it narcotics or stuff like that. And that's for any animal. So I like to have the 2 of them. Holy crap! A sheep. They spawn them anywhere, man. There it is. An opus. I gotta look into that. But wasn't that, you know, we always have issues about server caps? I mean, it's been good since they added that about a month and a half ago, that they no longer do they have a timer when people leave and they basically expire. Or they took it away now, so basically you don't have to. Once your thing expires, so does your animal. So it's like there's no more an overload, because a lot of tribes, especially some big ones, you know, basically they just left their dinos, and then all people do is claim their dinos, and the problem never changes. It's still the dinos on the island. So I figure, hey, you know, I've got a couple that way, but I mean, I'm telling you, like a handful. So you know, it's best just to get your own, or have friends help you get your own. You know, don't, you know, taking it from someone else. You don't have respect for the animal. You won't care if it lives or dies. You know, you don't have basically nothing invested in it. And that's not good, because that means you play a little bit more careless, and you know, you lose the side of the game, which is basically, you know, do something for yourself to get that fulfillment of hunting and gathering and stuff like that yourself. But yeah, very soon at 2810, so we figure another 5 minutes, put it in there, should be fine. So let me go check over here to make sure everything's cool. There's a T-Rex over here going on. A lot of people got some traps. I'm thinking this one's open. Yeah, that one's locked. You know, it's weird. You know, some Chinese people got the, you know, we call them Chinese, but it could be anything. You know, but they got these bars. You know, the tribe of bar. Sometimes it's 3 bars, 2 bars. You know, well, they're ultimately, you know, overseas, and some of them will be extremely nice, and then some of them are just, you know, buttholes. They just, they'll make, you know, houses and traps and stuff like that right in the middle of a spawning place for griffins. But right now I haven't seen a griffin in about 5 days here, and that's weird. And I wonder if because if this base is here. If I'm not mistaken, this was the spawning point for them, but I haven't seen them. But also, they could have moved it slightly, because ARK likes to do that every few months. They'll just change the spawn, as they did with the Giga. They'll just change the spawn location just to stir things up. But that would suck. I could literally almost guarantee you getting. Not, I didn't get all of them, but I've gotten about 9 griffins. Gave away 2 because they were, you know, under level 100. But I've gotten easily between here and my base easily 7 good keeping griffins. I mean, one 135, 140 and up, and a couple of 150s. So my decision is, do I keep this Giga here? Because I basically, the Gigas that I've kept, which is I got 4 on the island, and they're really nice. They're all 140, 135, 140 and up. I've kept them on the island just because it's just less problem with the cap there, and since the Giga spawn is so close, I don't want to have that other Giga if the Giga spawns, because sometimes it's been literally next to my house. I don't want it to basically aggro my base because of a Giga being in there. So that's why I'm just scared to keep a Giga in there. But I just might ultimately just keep one at least over here, because just to have it, because they are the best meat gatherer or leather gatherers in the game. You just gotta walk them. You can't run them. So their stamina really sucks. But let's see. All right, he's about to do it. He is about to do it. Let's go in there. Oh, let me get a stack of meat. This is the precaution. Rather have the stack of meat in case before losing any other tame. So we put all that in there. Ready to 2810. Let me look at the other character. To make sure ain't nothing around us before I start putting kibble. Alright, yeah. Nothing bad. I got that one facing behind. I just look forward. Everything is good. Look forward. Alright. It should be good. Bam. I just brought that extra biotoxin just in case. And he won't eat the meat unless he has to. So, but it hasn't failed me yet. It hasn't failed me yet with his with the kibble. So this says 17 and 17, you know. So he should go down to probably the last one, and then about a minute he'll eat the last one. So this is the best way to do it. Wow, that's timed perfectly. If you notice, it's 4170. I mean 4105 out of 4170. And remember, it's every 80. So at 4090, he'll eat the last one. We'll figure about a minute. And that's it, man. And it is tamed and it is done. But yeah, definitely, never just overlook a Giga. You know, it's kind of like the United States and everything. You know, if you overlook terrorism on the other side of the world, I know people don't like it because we're like the police. Like the world police, but if you don't take care of terrorism across the world, it's gonna end up in your doorstep, and I firmly believe in that. And ARK shown me that before. I've ignored animals that I should have taken care of, and it's been in my face. So basically, don't run away from a fight and take care of it. All right, 194, very nice. I want to see the stats when it comes out. What should I call them? I have no idea. I've used so many different names already. There you go, tracks. Boom. Alright, let's see what it is. No. Put your button neutral. I mean passive. Alright. Beautiful stats. Look at that, the 130. The 130 ended up being, even though I got a 145 at home, his highest, when he was tamed, his health was at 18,000. So this guy even came out higher. So see, if you're going to do any kind of breeding and you want to go for health, then you would use this guy as opposed to the other male one that I have. Now the damage is on the right about what I expected, anywhere from that to 180. My highest on damage, believe it or not, was 100 that I tamed. Level 100 that I tamed. Literally, she when I got, and it was a female, so it was beautiful. When I got her, she basically was 185. At a level 100, was 185 damage, and now she's like at 240 damage. So those two, believe it or not, even though they're lower than my other 2 or 3, it's best just to mix them with those two, and you'll get, even though it might not show as a higher level, but then you get the best stats of both. So that's the trick. Not always to get increased, high level animals. What are their levels? What are their stats? What do they generate to? So don't just be fooled of getting, oh, let's get the highest level animal. No, you go for the highest level animal just because there's a greater chance that the 149 points that are distributed between health, stamina, oxygen, food, weight, etc., are distributed more to the ones you like. But that's all it is. It's a numbers game. So let's just get this guy out here before another Giga spawns. It's never happened to me. I mean, it's always been at least a day delay. It's always been like a day delay, but I don't trust nothing. Alright, that's my other one. Alright, let's... Yeah, I'm just gonna keep this one on the island. I mean, right here on the Ragnarok. By the way, if you want to see any more of this and see some of my awesome friends here that play on this, the server is intense. It's awesome. Everybody helps. We got some people with massive, massive, gorgeous bases, man, and it's an amazing server. So, oh Lord, come on. Chew him up. There you go, get that meat. You know you need it. Oh, another one? Oh, you little bastard. Ugh, I hate when they stick. So I can't see, and I took everything off because I'm scared of losing anything, so I'll take it off. When I'm dealing with the Gigas or anywhere here in this area, I take everything off. I don't want to lose anything. That's... Alright, let's get this guy in here. And put everybody on passive. Oh. This would be nice. And don't forget, with the level cap increase that they did about a year ago, it was 71 on top. So he was 194, so he should be what, 265? Yeah. Should be 265 without a hitch. I can leave him right there, I guess, but nope. It's the only problem when I'm doing. I have my rock monster. Yeah, let me move that rock monster. Alright, get out of that. I'll put him in that little corner. The thing is, I don't have a saddle over here before, so. Well, maybe I do. I mean, I picked up some drops here. I mean, my good saddles are everything is on the island or on scorched earth. Nope, nope, nope. No. Might have picked up one. Let me see. Nope, nothing here. I'm not using Ingrams either because I got like 3 left at the island. They're like level 90 ascendant. So yeah, I'm not spending any of that to get a crappy saddle. Just for over here, I just transfer it later on when I get a chance. Lag is real, y'all. Lag is real. There you go. Oot. Hey, welcome back. Alright, so alright, follow me. Maybe I can maneuver him between this gap here. Put him in a nice spot, because I also don't want to have. I also don't want to hinder my T-Rex, because I'm going to have to start walking them. So when they ask for a walk, I'm going to have to walk them. And they're going to take the whole spot. Should I change it to closer? Yeah, let's do that. Behavior, distance, low. Don't do lowest, because then he'll be on your grill. That'll change, that'll cut it in half. Is he blocking the door? Yeah, that sucks. If he would just turn around, I got him. Turn around, just turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around. Boom. He's just too big. I don't want him that close to the. Well, he's good, huh? I didn't want him that close to the fence. But that's, I mean, that's as good, I guess. No, we could get this better. I wanted that he's basically, his butt is touching that gap. And that way, I know he won't get touched or aggroed or anything like that. Or, I mean, he'll have something aggro on him, should I say. Or maybe I could do it this way. No. He just stops. He stops too slow. Let's do this here. Following, and then early put him here because obviously he wants to stop past me. So I'm gonna go like this and stop. Put my feet where I want him to stop. There you go. That's it. Perfect. Make sure he's on passive. We don't want no issues. Yeah, see, he gets a crap load. He just, you know, that's he killed raptors, and you get 200 meat. You know. Okay, and never put anything on health. Their health is already incredible, and whenever you do, you get only like 50 health or 100 health. I mean, it's a waste of points. If anything, you want to go damage. A lot of people put movement speed. Hate that. Stamina, don't even try it. You get like 3 points, 3 stamina or something like that. 5 stamina at the time you put it on there. It's not even. The trick with them is just basically you walk them. As long as you walk them, remember you use no stamina. You use the only time you only use the stamina when you bite, but whatever you touch, you shred, so it goes down fast. So that one does a 1.3. That's another thing you'll notice that the lower level. So that's where the gap between, let's say, a 120 and 150 increases. If you have a 150 and you got really good stats on it, each increment, because I have one that whenever I click on, my highest one is like 145. Whenever I click on it, he gives me 1.8 damage. See, it's because he's a higher level one as opposed to a lower one. This one only gives me 1.3. See, so that's the difference. And also, depending on what level it is, each one incrementally gives you more the higher level it is. So it's not just, you know, there's so many different factors. It's crazy. So, you know, just look for a decent looking one, go for it, see if the stats are good. If they are, keep it. If not, you know, get rid of it however you want to do, whatever. But ultimately, for a Giga, his bread and butter is his ability to get meat and leather, and of course to destroy everything other than another Giga, because he can't, you know, he's not going to kill a wild Giga. And the only difference is because the wild Giga has the bleed that he does not. Not damage wise, because pound for pound, don't forget every Giga in the wild is only 100% melee. They're not 200%, 300%. Even though it shows the percent you see, they're only hitting at the base at 100. When you knock him out, it'll show 150, like you saw this one, 150, 200, 180, 100, or whatever. But he's only hitting at that. His bread and butter is that he's hitting equally double because he has the bleed effect. And every time he bites, he resets that bleed effect. And he just keeps bleeding. So you got a constant tick on you, killing you with the same damage of every bite. So that's where his bread and butter is at. Not because he has the straight power. Now, with these, basically are stronger than the wild one for their bite. That's it. But they cannot destroy a wild one because the bleed effect is too overwhelming. So that's basically the breakdown on Giga. So you always want to put melee. A lot of people put weight. You know, I understand why, because you want to, you want to be able to hold more meat, because it's going to hold a lot of meat. You want to hold leather, all that. But I see it as a waste, as just put melee on it, so less chance that he could ever get hurt, faster gathering, and still, when you think about it, like this one here is 959 weight on a Giga, and you got meat at 2 pounds a stack. I mean, when you think about it, that's 180 stacks of meat. You know, how many times do you need 180 stacks of meat? That's literally 3 troughs. You know what I mean? So even if you max him out, he still gives you 3 troughs. So at just at that weight. So I say go with a melee, just so you can have him destroy faster. And not to mention, the higher the melee, the more meat you get in between. So, you know, this one will easily, by the time I max him out, it'll easily be like probably like 195, 200 damage. So I mean, still really good damage for the Giga. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. And see if he says bye. Yeah, they're terrifying, man. In the wild, they don't play. At home, they're dirty, but they're definitely nerfed. But he is beautiful. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. You have a good day. Bye.